Hi everyone, welcome to Chess Nomad. My name is Louis. Over here on this channel we play random games against random opponents. We play puzzles, rapid games, slow games, fast games, whatever we can find, folks. Having said that, let's play our first game here. Let's play a 10-minute game. I know so far that's all I've done, play 10-minute games. In the future I might play like a whole bunch of 1-minute games and put them all in one video. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna lose all of them because it's so fast. This is the same. I had this same opening before, so we can take or we can ignore. Let's ignore. Let's do that. I feel like he's gonna. Okay, he's not gonna have bishop, and in this case, let's just capture. Okay, and he's probably going to end up pushing or bringing the bishop to g5, putting pressure on my knight. So let's see here. We can just push. Yeah, we can push c5, and if he captures, then we just capture his queen. And if he pushes, then, well, my pawn is hanging. So I've had this issue before. I remember I've had a similar game. So let's just, I can't just defend the pawn like that because that pawn hangs. If I bring my bishop here, then he's got that move. So I feel like we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose that pawn. Actually, let's just do that. If he pushes d5, then we can protect our pawn this way. Okay, so he did that. Actually, we can do it differently. We can go knight to e5, protect the pawn that way. Why don't we do that? He still has bishop here pinning my knight, but then what do we have? Well, I feel like this is still a good square for the knight because the knight can come here with a check. Here we go. I can come, this is beautiful. Knight to d5 with a check on a king, and now we can capture the bishop. So let's do that. Oh, but he's got yeah, I didn't see that one. I can't see everything, folks. But let's just capture it. Okay, capture, and let's see what we have here. We can bring, that's not going to do anything. So we can advance that pawn. If he captures, we capture. The queen is unprotected. So why don't we do that? If he captures, we capture his queen. His queen is unprotected. If he doesn't capture, we can pin his knight to the king. Okay. Right, so we have different ways to resolve the issue. We can go bishop to d7. He's going to capture, and then we have rook, and we're going to get an attack on that pawn there. But then he's going to have two attackers here on that pawn, possibly three. All right, let me see if I like that option or not. We can just trade queens right now. Then this pawn hangs. All right, why don't we do that? All right, here we go. Okay. So I feel like now is a good time. Let's just capture. Next move, we can pin the knight to the king. And then maybe capture pawn, because knight will be pinned. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so he did that. We can capture. Why don't we capture, and then we can capture that pawn. Let's just capture. Okay. We can, let's give him a check. Okay. Okay, so we can take, or we can, if we do that, that's not going to be much good. So why don't we just, let's just do that. Let's just do that. His king is still in the center, so if he captures, I can give him a check. If he moves the knight, he's getting ready to castle. We can castle too. I feel like we can castle. The game is pretty equal. I have two of his bishops. He's got a bishop and a knight. So I feel like I can win this one, folks. Pretty close. I should be able to win it. Let's see what he does here. Okay, so he does that. One weak castle. And now if he takes the pawn, he loses the queen. If he takes the pawn, he loses the queen, because now the queen is going to be pinned. And goodbye, queen. We can do something like that. Okay, so he didn't do that. Let's see. Let's push. Let's push that. He can still castle right now, so he can do that. But if he castles, then I feel like we can take the pawn. We also have knight to g4, putting pressure on the queen here. we could just capture with the knight. And when he captures back with the knight, then we capture with the rook. So we could do that. We have options. So let the opponent think. It's good. He's wasting his own time, not my time. Okay, so we have a move here. Let's pin the queen and also threaten to capture pawn. We can no we okay. So now he's threatened to capture my pawn, which I don't like that at all. And threatened to capture my knight. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, so now he castles. Okay, we could play c7, threaten the pawn, threaten to capture the pawn. He's got rook to e1. I don't have a lot of time left. I feel like maybe if I can capture. Okay, so let's. The thing is, once I capture with my rook, I got nothing. Why don't we just do that? Let's just do that. I feel like I can win this game. I feel like I just let it slip away from me again. It's a constant battle that I have between me and time. Time does not get along with me. For some reason, it gets away so fast. So he did capture. So we can capture with the queen. We could capture with the pawn. Which way do we want to go? So we don't have a lot of time left. Queen. Why don't we capture with the pawn? Yeah, let's just capture with the pawn. Okay. So now we have, well, now we fork the, oh no, we can't. You know, the knight does not move that far, folks. It's a shame that it doesn't. I don't understand why you can't move the knight. I mean, look how nice it would be if I could move my knight there. That is like, wow. That is a dream come true. Okay, my time is coming to an end, and I'm not sure what to play here. So let's play back. Have very little time on the clock, as you can see. I still feel like I have a chance. I feel like if I had played my queen here earlier with my knight, well, but I couldn't because this knight was here. So never mind that. False alarm. So he's going to try to push. So now we can try to attack. Let's try to attack his queen. Let's see if we can salvage this game. I feel like we can do it. I feel like it's going to take a little bit of effort. I do have to get going soon, folks. So let's see if we can get this accomplished. I still don't have rook here. Let's play. Okay, he has that though. Let's just do this real quick. 16 seconds. I have no chance whatsoever to win. Okay, let's just capture that. Okay, and let's do that. If only I had more time left. Unfortunately, I don't. Okay, so he's got. Let's do that. And this game is going to be lost. Pretty much. Pretty much lost. We'll just take the knight, regardless of what he does, and we lose this one. Disappointing. Let's just do that, and it's game over. So let's do a quick review of. We lost some rating points. That's unfortunate for us. He gained some rating points. Fortunate for our opponent. Let's do a quick game review, and then I have to get going here. I have some stuff I need to do, and it needs to be done. Alright, so let's start the review. Let's get that out of the way. Start review. Start review. Okay, so rook b8 is inaccurate, but we played it there purposely for that purpose. Okay, so maybe we just capture. That's probably a blunder. That's going to be a blunder because that is a blunder. Can't do that. Can't do that. So maybe just capture. Okay, capturing is best on d5. Let's do the next one. So bishop b4 is a mistake. So putting him in check with bishop b4 is a mistake. So let's just capture here. That's also a mistake. So, okay, so we could have just captured. Okay, that is best. Knight captures on e4 is best because his pawn was unprotected. Okay, knight g4 is a blunder. Knight g4 is a blunder. So, why is knight g4 a blunder? Because you can't capture. You cannot. So why don't we just, maybe we'll just protect that pawn. That is a blunder. So what can we do here? We can move bishop to g4, attacking the knight. But that is a sole blunder. That doesn't work. So he's got this threat here, but that's all he's got. He's got nothing else. We could attack that pawn there. So why don't we do that? That is a blunder. Okay, we can maybe do that. And then if he captures, then we... Okay, that is a blunder. That's not going to work. All right, so... I don't see it, folks. So I'm gonna need a hint. Also, for the sake of time, I don't want to be here making a 40-minute video while I think. So bishop here. I thought of putting my bishop there earlier, but okay, that's a blunder. So the bishop blocks the pawn. You don't want to put it here, but maybe bishop there. Okay, bishop to b5 prevents the king from castling. So that is the best. Bishop b5 is best. Sometimes just a little bit of thinking goes a long way, folks. So let's see how we could have done better here. I felt like I almost had the game won. So queen f7 is a mistake. Queen f7. Okay, I could have come to queen e2, putting pressure on that knight. But then I leave this pawn undefended, and that is a blunder, correct? So I couldn't do that. We could maybe just offer a queen trade. Okay, queen e5 is good, but there's a better move. I guess I could have come here. Queen g7. That's inaccurate. All right. So we could have done, we could maybe push the pawn. And pawn c5 is best. We start pushing our pawns. Rook to e2 is a blunder. So let's retry. Rook e2 is a blunder. So I guess we just push the pawn, and then we have bishop to c. Nope. That's inaccurate. Okay, so Oh, let's try rook. And then we have bishop to h3, pinning the pawn. Okay, rook g8 is best. That was good thinking. I should pat myself on the back. But I lost the game, so I shouldn't do that. I'm still trying to climb to 1600. So let's see what happens. And then hopefully continue to climb up to 2000. I did climb in the past few days from 1100 to 1126. So we've won a few, lost a few. And let's continue to play and see what happens. So until then, folks, subscribe and give me a thumbs up and click the little bell so you can be notified. And I will see you next time, folks.